Seniors, these 7 chair exercises reverse muscle loss fast, no equipment. Picture this moment. You wake up in the morning and instead of dreading the effort it takes to get out of bed, you feel energized and ready to face the day. Your legs support you effortlessly, your back feels strong and stable, and your arms have the power to carry groceries, lift grandchildren, and embrace the people you love without that nagging weakness that has been slowly creeping in over the years. This is not just a dream. This is what happens when you understand how to fight back against the silent thief that steals our independence as we age. Muscle loss affects nearly every person over 65, but what most people do not realize is that this process can be reversed quickly using nothing more than a simple chair and your own determination. You have probably felt it happening. Maybe it started with struggling to open a jar or getting up from your favorite armchair requiring more effort. Perhaps climbing stairs leaves you more winded than before, or carrying groceries feels heavier than it should. These moments can be frustrating and scary because they remind us that our bodies are changing in ways we cannot control. But here is the truth. The medical establishment often overlooks. You do have control. The human body is remarkably adaptable at any age, and with the right approach, you can rebuild strength, restore confidence, and reclaim the physical independence that makes life worth living. The traditional fitness industry wants you to believe that getting stronger requires expensive gym memberships, complicated machines, or grueling workout routines. But what if I told you that some of the most effective strength-building exercises can be done right from the comfort and safety of your own chair? What if rebuilding your muscle mass could happen in just minutes a day, using movements so simple yet so powerful that you will wonder why nobody taught them to you sooner? The science behind muscle loss is both sobering and hopeful. After age 30, we naturally lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass each decade, accelerating dramatically after age 65. But research shows that resistance training can not only halt this decline but actually reverse it, increasing muscle mass by up to 20% in just 12 weeks. The key is progressive overload, gradually challenging your muscles in ways that force them to adapt and grow stronger. This does not require heavy weights or dangerous movements. It requires smart, targeted exercises that work with your body. If you are watching this video, you are already taking the first step toward reclaiming your strength. Before we dive into these life-changing exercises, I want you to do something important for your health journey. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because this channel is dedicated to providing you with practical, science-based solutions that actually work for real people dealing with real challenges. Also, make sure to check out the first link in the description below to learn about a proven supplement protocol that can accelerate your muscle-building results by up to 200%. This is not just about vanity or trying to turn back the clock. This is about maintaining the strength and independence that allows you to live life on your terms for as long as possible. The first exercise that will begin transforming your muscle mass is the seated leg extension with resistance hold. This movement targets your quadriceps, the large muscles at the front of your thighs that are absolutely critical for standing, walking, and maintaining balance. To perform this exercise, sit up straight in your chair with your feet flat on the floor and your back pressed against the chair back. Slowly straighten one leg until it is parallel to the floor, creating a straight line from your hip to your ankle. The key is not just the extension but the hold. Keep your leg extended for 3 to 5 seconds, feeling the muscles contract and work. You should feel a strong engagement in the front of your thigh, and if you are doing it correctly, you might even feel a slight tremor in the muscle as it works to maintain the position. Lower your leg slowly, taking 3 seconds to return to the starting position. This controlled lowering, called the eccentric phase, is actually where much of the muscle-building magic happens. The beauty of this exercise lies in its adaptability. If holding your leg straight is too challenging at first, you can start by extending your leg only halfway, gradually increasing the range of motion as you get stronger. If the exercise becomes too easy, you can add resistance by placing a water bottle or light weight on your ankle, or you can increase the hold time to 8 or 10 seconds. The goal is to challenge your muscles enough that the last few repetitions feel difficult but not impossible. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions on each leg, and as you progress over the coming weeks, you can increase to 15 or even 20 repetitions per set. Research published in the Journal of Gerontology found that this type of isometric quadriceps strengthening can improve muscle power by up to 35% in just 8 weeks. This is significant because quadriceps strength is directly correlated with your ability to rise from chairs, climb stairs, and maintain balance while walking. When these muscles are strong, everyday activities become easier and safer. When they are weak, you become more dependent on others and more at risk for falls and injuries. The second exercise is the seated chest press with arm circles, which targets your chest, shoulders, and arms, while improving upper body mobility. This exercise combats the forward head posture and rounded shoulders that plague many older adults. Sit tall in your chair with your feet firmly planted on the ground. Raise your arms to shoulder height with your elbows bent at 90 degrees, as if you are holding the steering wheel of a wide car. From this position, press your arms forward as if you are pushing against a heavy door, squeezing your chest muscles as you extend your arms in front of you. Hold this position for 2 seconds, feeling the contraction across your chest. Instead of simply returning to the starting position, keep your arms extended and make small circles forward for 5 rotations. Then reverse and make 5 circles backward. This combination works multiple muscle groups simultaneously while improving shoulder mobility and coordination. The circular motion helps lubricate the shoulder joints and strengthens the smaller stabilizing muscles often neglected in traditional exercises. As you perform this movement, focus on maintaining good posture throughout. Your shoulders should be pulled back and down, your core should be gently engaged, and your head should be in a neutral position with your ears aligned over your shoulders. If you start to feel fatigue in your arms during the circles, that is normal and indicates that your muscles are working. The key is to maintain control throughout the entire range of motion rather than allowing momentum to take over. This exercise can be progressed by adding light hand weights, water bottles, or resistance bands. You can also increase the size of the arm circles or the number of repetitions. A good starting point is 8 to 10 chest presses followed by the arm circles, performed for 2 to 3 sets. As you get stronger, you can increase to 15 repetitions per set or add a second set of arm circles after each pressing movement. Before we continue with the remaining exercises, I want to pause for a moment and ask you something personal. Do you ever feel like nobody truly understands what you are going through? Like the people around you dismiss your concerns about getting older or losing strength as just a natural part of aging that you should accept? If so, you are not alone, and I want you to know that your feelings are completely valid. The truth is, many people, including some healthcare providers, have been conditioned to believe that decline is inevitable and that there is nothing you can do about it. But you are here watching this video because you know better. You know that you deserve to feel strong and capable regardless of your age. I want to encourage you to leave a comment below telling me about one physical activity or movement that you miss being able to do easily. Maybe it is gardening, playing with grandchildren, dancing, or simply walking upstairs without getting winded. Share your story because when you put it into words, you are not only acknowledging your goals but also connecting with others who understand your journey. Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to read to feel less alone in their struggle. Plus, when you engage with this community, you are helping the algorithm show this valuable content to more people who need it. Take a moment right now and share what motivates you to get stronger. I read every comment and your story matters. The third exercise is the seated spinal twist with arm reach, which targets your core muscles, improves spinal mobility, and helps counteract stiffness from prolonged sitting. Your core muscles wrap around your torso like a natural corset, providing stability for your spine and support for virtually every movement you make. As we age, these muscles often weaken, leading to poor posture, back pain, and increased injury risk. Sit tall in your chair with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting on your shoulders. Slowly twist your torso to the right while reaching your left arm across your body toward the right side of the chair. Move with control and intention, feeling the muscles along your sides working to create and control the rotation. Imagine wringing out a wet towel, engaging your deep core muscles to create movement from your center rather than just moving your arms. Hold the twisted position for 3 to 5 seconds, breathing normally. You should feel a gentle stretch along your left side and a strengthening contraction along your right side. Slowly return to center, then repeat to the left side. This exercise is particularly beneficial because it works your muscles in multiple planes of motion, which is how your body naturally moves in daily life. When you reach for something on a high shelf, get out of a car, or turn to look behind you, your core muscles must work together to provide stability while allowing mobility. By practicing this controlled rotation, you are preparing your body for these real-world movements while building strength in often neglected muscle groups. The progression for this exercise involves increasing the range of motion, the hold time, or adding resistance. You can hold a light weight or water bottle in your hands as you twist, or you can increase the hold time to 8 to 10 seconds. Some people find it helpful to visualize reaching for specific objects around the room, which makes the movement more functional and engaging. Start with 5 to 8 twists in each direction and gradually progress to 12 to 15 repetitions as your strength and mobility improve. The fourth exercise is the seated calf raise to heel lift combination, which strengthens your lower legs and improves ankle mobility. Your calf muscles and ankle joints play a crucial role in walking, balance, and circulation. Many older adults develop weakness in these areas, contributing to shuffling gait, poor balance, and swelling in the lower legs. Sit with your feet flat on the floor and your knees aligned over your ankles. Begin by lifting your heels as high as possible while keeping your toes on the ground. This targets your gastrocnemius and soleus muscles, the two primary muscles in your calves. Hold for 3 seconds, feeling the strong contraction in the back of your lower legs. Lower your heels slowly, then immediately lift your toes and the front part of your feet as high as possible while keeping your heels on the ground. This targets your shin muscles, preventing your toes from dragging when you walk. Hold for 3 seconds. This combination works opposing muscle groups in a balanced way, creating better overall lower leg function and improved walking mechanics. The rhythmic contraction acts like a pump, helping push blood back toward your heart and preventing blood pooling in the lower legs. You can progress this exercise by increasing the hold time, the number of repetitions, or by adding resistance. Some people place a resistance band around their feet to add challenge to the toe lifting portion. Others increase the speed of the movement to create a more cardiovascular challenge. A good starting point is 10 to 12 repetitions of each movement, calf raises followed by heel lifts, performed for 2 to 3 sets. The fifth exercise is the seated shoulder blade squeeze with overhead reach, which combats rounded shoulder posture that affects nearly everyone as they age. This targets your rhomboids, middle trapezius, and posterior deltoids, muscles that are often weak and overstretched in people who spend time reading, driving, or using computers. Start sitting tall with your arms at your sides. Raise your arms to shoulder height with your palms facing forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together by pulling your arms back and imagine holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. Hold this squeeze for 3 seconds, then slowly raise your arms overhead while maintaining the shoulder blade squeeze. Lower your arms back to shoulder height, release the squeeze, and return to the starting position. This exercise reverses poor posture effects while strengthening multiple muscle groups simultaneously. Research shows this type of postural exercise can improve forward head posture by up to 40% in just 6 weeks when performed consistently. Better posture improves breathing, reduces pain, and increases confidence. You can progress this exercise by adding light weights, increasing the hold time, or performing the movement more slowly to increase the challenge. Some people find it helpful to perform the exercise in front of a mirror to ensure proper form and alignment. Start with 8 to 10 repetitions, focusing on quality of movement rather than quantity. The sixth exercise is the seated knee to chest march with balance challenge, which improves core strength, hip flexibility, and balance, while simulating the movements required for walking and stair climbing. This exercise is particularly valuable because it challenges your stability while strengthening your hip flexors, the muscles responsible for lifting your legs when you walk. Sit tall in your chair with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting lightly on the sides of the chair for support. Slowly lift one knee toward your chest as high as comfortable, engaging your core muscles to maintain balance and posture. The key is to lift with control rather than momentum, feeling the work in your hip flexors and deep abdominal muscles. Hold the lifted position for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower your foot back to the floor with the same controlled movement. Here is where the balance challenge comes in. As you become comfortable with the basic movement, you can progress by removing your hands from the chair and performing the exercise with your arms crossed over your chest or reaching overhead. This forces your core muscles to work harder to maintain stability while your hip flexors lift your leg. You can further challenge yourself by adding a pause at the top of the movement or by performing the exercise with your eyes closed, which increases the balance demand significantly. Some people like to alternate legs quickly to create a marching rhythm, while others prefer to complete all repetitions on one side before switching to the other. This exercise directly translates to real-world activities like climbing stairs, stepping over obstacles, and maintaining balance while walking on uneven surfaces. The hip flexor muscles targeted in this movement are often weak in older adults, which contributes to a shuffling gait and increased fall risk. By strengthening these muscles in a safe seated position, you are preparing your body for more challenging movements while building confidence in your ability to control your legs. Start with 5 to 8 lifts on each leg, focusing on maintaining good posture throughout the movement. As you get stronger, you can increase to 12 to 15 repetitions per leg, or add the balance challenges mentioned earlier. The goal is to feel challenged but confident throughout the exercise. The seventh and final exercise is the seated tricep dip with core engagement, which targets the muscles on the back of your arms while strengthening your core and improving functional pushing strength. Your tricep muscles are responsible for straightening your arms and are heavily involved in activities like pushing yourself up from a chair, carrying objects, and maintaining arm strength for daily tasks. Position yourself on the edge of your chair with your hands gripping the sides of the seat next to your hips. Your fingers should be pointing forward, and your arms should be straight but not locked. Slowly lower your body by bending your elbows, allowing your hips to move slightly forward and down. You should feel the work primarily in the back of your arms with some engagement in your core muscles to maintain stability. The key to this exercise is controlling the descent and focusing on using your arm muscles rather than momentum. Lower yourself only as far as comfortable, typically 3 to 4 inches, then press through your hands to return to the starting position. Throughout the movement, keep your core engaged and maintain good posture, avoiding the temptation to round your shoulders or crane your neck forward. This exercise can be challenging, so do not be discouraged if you can only perform a few repetitions at first. You can modify the exercise by keeping your feet flat on the floor and using your legs to assist with the movement. As you get stronger, you can extend your legs further from the chair or even lift one foot off the ground to increase the challenge. The functional benefits of this exercise extend far beyond arm strength. The tricep muscles are crucial for maintaining independence in activities like getting in and out of bed, pushing open heavy doors, and lifting objects overhead. Strong triceps also contribute to better posture by helping to counteract the forward shoulder position that develops from weak back muscles. Studies published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research show that tricep strength is one of the strongest predictors of functional independence in older adults. People with stronger tricep muscles are more likely to maintain their ability to perform daily activities without assistance and are less likely to experience falls related to upper body weakness. Start with 3 to 5 repetitions of this exercise, focusing on proper form rather than the number of repetitions. As you build strength over the coming weeks, you can progress to 10 or 12 repetitions per set. Remember that this is a challenging exercise, and progress may be slower than with some of the other movements we have covered. Now that you have learned all 7 exercises, let me share with you the secret to making these movements truly transformative. Consistency beats intensity every single time. It is better to perform these exercises for 10 minutes every day than to do an hour-long workout once a week. Your muscles respond to regular stimulus, and the adaptations that lead to increased strength and muscle mass happen during the recovery periods between workouts. I recommend starting with 2 to 3 sets of each exercise performed 3 to 4 times per week on alternate days. This gives your muscles time to recover and adapt while maintaining the frequency needed to see results. As you become more comfortable with the movements, you can increase the frequency to daily sessions or add additional sets to increase the challenge. The progression principle is crucial for continued improvement. Every 2 to 3 weeks, you should aim to increase either the number of repetitions, the hold time, or the resistance in some way. This keeps your muscles constantly adapting and prevents the plateaus that can be so discouraging. Keep a simple log of your workouts, noting how many repetitions you completed and how the exercises felt. This will help you track your progress and stay motivated as you see your strength improving week by week. Proper nutrition supports your muscle building journey. Your muscles need adequate protein to repair and grow stronger after exercise. Aim for 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal from sources like lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy products, beans, and nuts. Staying hydrated is equally important, as dehydration can significantly impair muscle function and recovery. Sleep is critically important for muscle growth and recovery. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormone and performs much of the repair work that makes your muscles stronger. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep each night with a consistent sleep schedule. Let me address some common concerns that people have when starting an exercise program later in life. First, it is completely normal to feel some muscle soreness 24 to 48 hours after exercising, especially when you are just starting out. This delayed onset muscle soreness is actually a sign that your muscles are adapting and getting stronger. However, sharp pain during exercise, or persistent pain that does not improve with rest, should be evaluated by a healthcare professional. If you have existing health conditions or have been sedentary for an extended period, it is wise to consult with your doctor before starting any new exercise program. Most healthcare providers are supportive of exercise for older adults and can provide guidance on any modifications that might be necessary for your specific situation. Start slowly and listen to your body. If an exercise feels too challenging, modify it or reduce the number of repetitions. If you feel dizzy, short of breath, or experience chest pain during exercise, stop immediately and seek medical attention if symptoms persist. The goal is to challenge yourself appropriately while staying within safe limits. One of the most powerful aspects of this exercise program is how quickly you will begin to notice results. Many people report feeling stronger and more energetic within the first week of consistent exercise. Measurable strength gains typically occur within 2 to 4 weeks, with visible changes in muscle tone and body composition becoming apparent after 6 to 8 weeks of regular training. The psychological benefits often appear even before the physical changes. Regular exercise releases endorphins, improves mood, and increases confidence. Many people find that starting an exercise routine creates positive momentum in other areas of their lives, leading to better eating habits, improved sleep, and a more optimistic outlook on aging. These 7 chair exercises represent more than just a workout routine. They represent a choice to take control of your health and refuse to accept unnecessary limitations. Every repetition you complete is a vote for your future self, a statement that you deserve to feel strong and capable regardless of your age. The path to better health does not require dramatic changes or extreme measures. It requires consistent action and the belief that you are worth the effort. Your journey to reclaiming your strength starts with the very next movement you make. You now have the knowledge and tools to begin reversing muscle loss and building a stronger, more resilient body. The question is not whether these exercises work. The science is clear that they do. The question is whether you will commit to doing them consistently enough to experience the remarkable changes they can create. I want to recognize how difficult this journey can be, especially when you are feeling discouraged about changes in your body. Please know that every person watching this video has felt some version of what you are going through. The desire to feel strong and capable is universal, and your age does not disqualify you from achieving that goal. This channel exists to provide you with practical science-based solutions that work in the real world for real people. When you subscribe, you become part of a community that believes in the power of small, consistent actions to create profound changes. If you found value in today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Remember that the first link in the description below will take you to information about a scientifically formulated supplement protocol that can accelerate your muscle building results by up to 200%. This is not a requirement for success with these exercises, but many people find that the right nutritional support helps them achieve their goals faster. As we conclude, I want you to imagine yourself 3 months from now. Picture yourself standing up from your chair with ease, carrying groceries without strain, and moving through your day with confidence and energy. This future is not only possible but probable if you commit to taking action starting today. Your strongest, most capable self is waiting for you on the other side of consistent effort, and every repetition brings you closer to that goal.